Why people believe Jungkook is jealous and why they might be wrong, without any announcement. Without any warning, this moment quietly shook the global scene. Welcome to V Effect. The ARMY world is once again in an uproar. Taekook, a name that is never far from discussion, has this time been dragged into a much more sensitive rumor. Social media is flooded with photo snippets, video clips, and wild narratives claiming that Taehyung is reportedly dating someone, while Jungkook is said to be showing signs of jealousy. The question now is this really a sign that Taekook's secret has been revealed, or is it just a misunderstanding that has been blown out of proportion? It all started with an anonymous post that went viral on X and TikTok. Several accounts claim to have seen Taehyung with a non-celebrity in a public place. The photos circulating are blurry, taken from a distance, and the person's face is never clearly visible. However, as usual, the internet doesn't need perfect evidence to build a story. Within hours, the narrative that Taehyung has a girlfriend spread widely and dragged Jungkook into it. What made this rumor even hotter was Jungkook's reaction, which was considered different. Some fans pointed out the change in Jungkook's expression in the latest livestream, his quieter demeanor, and even old Taekook moments being brought up again as if they were hidden clues. Some said Jungkook looked jealous, while others said he was just tired and focused on his work. However, in the fandom world, interpretation is often stronger than facts. Supporters of the Taekook theory are also divided. Some feel that these rumors actually prove how deep the emotional bond between Jungkook and Taehyung is. They recall old interviews, intense interactions on stage, and how Jungkook always seems protective of Taehyung. For this group, Jungkook's jealousy is nothing new. It's just more obvious this time because the situation is different. On the other hand, many armies urge others to think more rationally. There is no official confirmation, no strong evidence, and BTS themselves have repeatedly emphasized the importance of privacy. Blurry photos, assumptions based on body language, and fragments of expressions cannot be used as a basis for concluding anyone's personal relationship. It could be that Jungkook is simply not in the best condition, and Taehyung is just living a normal social life. Interestingly, rumors like this always surface whenever BTS is in a busy phase or approaching a major project. It's as if public attention is being diverted to the members' personal lives. Taekook, as the most popular couple in the fandom, is almost always the main target. Their names have high emotional appeal and guarantee clicks, views, and endless debate. Is Taekook really exposed? Or is this just a misunderstanding amplified by algorithms and fans' imaginations? To this day, the answer remains unclear. What is clear is that Jungkook and Taehyung continue to show professionalism, mutual respect, and never directly respond to such rumors. Perhaps the wisest thing to do is to return to one thing that BTS always emphasizes: believe in the work, not the gossip. Admire without judging, support without claiming. Because in the end, whatever their relationship is, as friends, co-workers, or simply the BTS family, it is their business, not public consumption. Amidst the heated debate, one thing that is often forgotten is how public pressure can affect an idol's psychology. Jungkook and Taehyung are not only figures seen by millions of pairs of eyes, but also ordinary humans who live under constant scrutiny. When dating rumors surface, the burden doesn't just fall on one person, but also drags down the people closest to them. So it's no surprise that every small change in Jungkook's attitude is immediately interpreted as jealousy by some fans. Some fans try to link this moment to Taekook's interactions in the past. They replay old videos, the eye contact on stage, the brief, seemingly spontaneous touches, and the way Jungkook often stands near Taehyung as if unconsciously. For them, the emotional bond feels too real to ignore. So when rumors of Taehyung dating surfaced, it was only natural for narratives to emerge that Jungkook felt disturbed. However, there are also armies who see it differently. They see Jungkook as mature, calm, and far from jealous. On several occasions, Jungkook appears to be focused on music, practice, and interacting with fans in a professional manner. His rarer smiles and more serious expressions may simply be a reflection of fatigue or maturity, not emotional pain as depicted in the viral narrative. What makes the situation even more complicated is how social media algorithms work. Content with words such as exposed, jealous, and dating rumors spreads much faster than clarifications or neutral points of view. Within hours, assumptions turn into supposed facts. In fact, to date, there has been no official statement from the agency or from Taehyung and Jungkook themselves. Some fans have begun to voice their concerns. They fear that rumors like this will create distance, both between members and between BTS and ARMY. Many have pointed out that excessive shipping can turn into unhealthy pressure. Love and support should make idols feel safe, not trapped in public expectations they never asked for. On the other hand, the Taekook phenomenon cannot be separated from the emotions of fans. Many find comfort, hope, and even self-reflection in the dynamics of their relationship. That is why every small issue feels personal. The rumors of Taehyung dating and Jungkook's alleged jealousy are not just gossip, but triggers for the feelings of thousands of people around the world. At this point, one question remains: who actually benefits from these rumors? Not Taehyung, not Jungkook, and definitely not BTS. The only ones who benefit are attention-seeking accounts and algorithms hungry for emotion. Meanwhile, the idols are once again the subject of speculation with no room to explain. Perhaps this is the time for ARMY to take a moment to breathe, to let the rumors pass without amplifying them, to remember the original reasons for loving BTS. Their music, their message, and their emotional honesty. Because if there really is a misunderstanding, time will prove it. And even if the truth differs from fans' expectations, it is still a personal right that deserves respect. One thing is certain: Taekook, whatever it means to each person, will always be a part of BTS's history. Not because of rumors, but because of the sincere moments they've shared with the world. As time goes by, public attention has become divided. Some continue to dig, looking for new evidence, dissecting every gesture, every glance, even Jungkook and Taehyung's pauses. But there are also those who are growing tired. Tired of endless speculation, tired of seeing the two figures they love constantly being used as material for narratives that they may not necessarily agree with. In recent days, small moments have once again been highlighted. Jungkook's brief glance at Taehyung, which some considered cold, while others saw as attentive. Taehyung, who appeared more reserved, was immediately linked to the dating rumors. However, in the world of idols, changes in attitude are often related to busy schedules, mental pressure, or simply personal phases that they do not want to share with the public. What is rarely discussed is the simplest possibility: there is no big drama. There is no jealousy, no conflict, no exposure. Just two adults living their lives and careers under extreme scrutiny. However, simplicity rarely attracts attention compared to emotional stories that spark debate. Interestingly, every time the Taekook issue reaches its peak, BTS demonstrates unwavering unity. Behind the scenes, the members continue to support each other, laugh together, and work as a team. This serves as a reminder that what is seen on screen is only a small piece of a much more complex reality. Some ARMY members are beginning to change their perspective. From "is this real?" becoming "is this fair?" Is it fair to demand clarity from a private life that was never promised to the public? Is it fair to interpret someone's expressions and then conclude their feelings? These questions slowly replace curiosity with empathy. In the end, the rumors about Taehyung, the alleged jealousy of Jungkook, and the Taekook